So hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are going to add filter option in the dashboard. So we will see how this number will change on the basis of the districts that we have selected. So let's start the code. So I'm closing this and I'm stopping here. I'm cleaning the environment. So earlier we have created the three components, that's global, UI and server. So first I'm going to global so that we can add the required library. So here you can see I have added one more library that's called Shiny Widget. So this is the library that allow you to create a filter option. So this library has a function called picker input. So if I just show you, yeah. So this is a picker input that we are going to use, and this has an input ID, label, choice, selected. So these are the variables that you can use for the picker input. So I'm going to use this function. So let's go to the UI. And in the UI, I am going to add this filter option at the top of the value box. So here I'm going to create the fluid row, and within the fluid row, I'm going to write picker input. And within the picker input, we can provide the ID. So ID I'm going to provide is a district, as we are going to add a district filter here. So district hospital ID. And if you want to see the label, so label I'm going to provide is districts. And here we can give colon. And again, there is an option called choice. You can add the choice. The choices are like, what are the choices that are available for the filter? So choices, you can get it from here. So likewise, if I run this whole code, somewhere is going, okay. Let me set the working directory. So I'm going to use this final data to create the filter option. So final data. So here's the final data, and I'm going to choose the column name district, and it should be unique. So because there must be some repetition of the strings, so we don't need that. So likewise, if you want to see what are the names that are available in the districts, okay, so you can see in the console, these are the names that are, basically you can filter it. So this one I have given in the choices. So also there is an option called selected. Like if you want to pre-select some other districts, then you can provide the districts names within the vector here, or you can also provide the whole column here. So I'm going to add this here. And also multiple selection false is given, but we are going to use this again, but multiple selection we are making it true. So it will allow you to select the multiple districts at the same time. And anything else? Yeah, width we can add. So width we can give, like I want to give it 3. Anything else if you want to add? Select input, no, we don't need that. Autocomplete, no, I think it's fine. So am I going to add comma here? So here in the fluid row, I have added a picker option, and we have given the IDs of the districts. So this ID should be unique. So like box 1, box 2, box 3, we have provided IDs here. So IDs should not be, common. So it should be a unique ID for each of the, variable that we are going to use. So label I have given to district because the district we are going to select, and here in the choice I have given the final data and district. So this will give the list of all the districts, and I'm allowing the multiple selection here. So let me now go to the server, and in the server at the top, let me give that's a final data, that we are going to use, and I'm going to add filter. And within a filter, what we are going to filter is a district. Yeah. So district, yeah, it's right. I think this is the name. So district, and it should be in. So I'm going to use one more important thing, that is input. So input, basically what it does, it basically whatever you select in the UI, this will come to the server, and this will filter the data on the basis of the number of selection. So if I do the $sign here, and the IDs that we have given is a district hospital ID, so I'm providing ID here. So likewise, if you selected 3 districts come here and will filter it from the district column in the data frame. And the final data frame that we are going to get is a subset of the data. So I'm saving this whole data in the final df filter. So one more function we are going to use, that's a reactive function. So reactive function basically we are going to use here, and we use it because whenever you think that this variable going to change as per the time or as per the selection, so we should be using the reactive function. If you want to see the more about reactive functions, you can type here the reactive, and so here you can see that create a reactive expression. We have the wrap the normal expression to create a reactive expression. So conceptually, a reactive expression is an expression whose result will change over time. Like this variable will change whenever you select the number of districts on the UI. So we should be using the reactive function here. So I'm going to use it reactive, and I'm keeping it in the reactive function. And now that we have created this reactive function, so we can use the final data filter function in all the places where we have used final df. So this is the final df we used. I can copy it again, so I can paste it there. So I'm pasting here. For now I'm not changing anything in the leaflet, so I'm going to change it in the high chart. So this is complaint data. So complaint data doesn't have a district column. So if you want to see, sorry, this one is the complaint data. So we don't have a district column here. We have the straight column, and so we can't use the filter here. And then you can go to the hospital data df. The hospital data df, yeah. So here is a column called hospital district 1. So we can use that filter here. So one thing you should keep in the mind that these names that are present in the column should be similar, like in the data frame that we have used final df hospital data. So these names are common. So this name should be as similar to the any data that we have used. So I'm going to use here. So hospital data is here. So I think what we can do, we can create one more reactive function because we are using the 3 data set here, so we should create a 3 reactive function. So I'm going to copy this, pasting here, and we can change this to hospital data df, and the column name here is a district hospital 1. So I'm keeping this here, and this is same because whatever district you will select at a UI, this will come here, and this will get filtered on the basis of this column. So I'm going to change this name of the function. So hospital data filter. So similarly, I'm going to use this filter here. Again here, oh sorry. Again here, here. Yes, I think we have changed everywhere. So let me rewind you a little bit. So first of all, what we have done, we went to global and we have loaded the Shiny widget library. Then we went to the UI, and in the UI we have created that's a picker input in a fluid row, and we have provided the IDs and the choices and the selected option. So the errors coming out, so it's a bracket error maybe. Okay, so there should be one more bracket to close this picker input. So after that we went to the server and we have created 2 reactive functions. The first reactive function is for the first data frame, that's file df, and second reactive function is for the second data frame, that's for hospital data df. And we have used reactive function because it will change as per the time or as per the selection that you are going to select on the UI. And here I am providing the input because whatever you will select at the UI, it will come here using this input variable. And so I am filtering here the data. Then we have replaced all the final data with the final data filter So you can see final data filter. Here we have replaced in all the boxes, and leave it, I'm keeping it as it is. Then we have done similarly in the line chart. So we have replaced the hospital data DF with the hospital data filter here. So this much we have done. So let me run this code. So yeah, so you can see, so I think label is not coming clearly. So you can see we got all the district names here, but then this list is very long. So it should be in the margin. And also the labels are not coming here. So we can also adjust the labels here. So let me again go to the code. So width I'm providing here is 200 px. I think 3 is very small. Action box. So action box, we can limit the number of variable there. So for that I'm going to add option, and the list I'm going to provide action box, which is true, and I'm giving the size 6. So only the 6 district will show there, and all the district will be in the slider. So I think this will work now. Let me close this code. Let me rerun this. So yeah, so now it's coming. So you can see we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So we have given the 6 variable here. You can slide for the more if you want, and you can deselect all. If you deselect all, you can see we have number of hospitals 0. If you want to see the data in a particular district, like Rampur, I want to see the data, and Firozabad, Bareilly, then you can see we have all the total number of hospitals, general surgery, urology, and cardiology. So look, it got changed. So it's not, we have Mahoba, Hamidpur, Raebareli. So on the basis of selection of the filter, the numbers getting changed. So one thing I'm just looking here, if you see, there is no margin between the filter and the sidebar. And also you can see in a line chart, we don't have any margin here. So we can adjust the margin. So what we can do, we can add one more that's called column function. And with the column function, you can provide width is 3 and offset is 0, and keep the whole picker in the column box. So yes. So if I reload this app again, so yeah, so now you can see we have adjusted the margin here. Now it's consistent. So we can do same for this chart also. So let me go to UI again, and I'm copying this column function from here. Where is here. So I'm keeping the box within the column function, and I'm giving one more bracket here, put it the column bracket get closed, and I'm again reloading this. Oh, so what I can do, I can give 12. So yeah, so now it's coming perfectly fine. So let me open it in the browser. So you can see we have all the value boxes, chart, leaflet, line chart, and here we have filter. So if you want to deselect all, then it will become 0. And if you want to select some of the districts like this, I want to select Raebareli, Curry, and here you can see we have selected really Raebareli. So I think we can select more. Yep, Raebareli and Pilibhit. So everything is working fine. So now that we have the fantastic dashboard with us, so we have added the filter option here, we have added value boxes, we have added a pie chart, we have added a leaflet, we have added a line chart. So we have done almost all the things. So if you have some confusion, you can ask in a comment, or also you can replay this video again and again so that you can get your concept very clear. And if you want to read more about the R Shiny, about the dashboard, so you can refer to the CRAN portal for the R Shiny, and also you can get the help from here. So in the next tutorial, we are going to see how we can host this on the server.